Hey, what's up everybody? This is an overview video of an older toy line called Marvel ShapeShifters, and it was released back in the late 1990s by ToyBiz. And the whole idea behind the ShapeShifters line was they took a Marvel character and they made an action figure out of it. So far that's pretty normal, right? But what they also did is they engineered the action figure so that it actually transforms into an alternate mode. In one case, it could be a beast mode, or it could be like a weapons mode. And here we have, Rhino, which is, should be familiar to all Spider-Man fans, looking pretty normal. But he also transforms into an actual Rhino. So that's pretty cool. Basically, you have an action figure and a transformer all rolled up into one toy. It really is like the current Transformers crossover line. They have the Transformer crossover Marvel line, and they have the Transformer crossover Star Wars line. So really very similar. You can almost think of this as like the granddaddy of the current Transformer crossover line. So I thought it'd be interesting to kind of just take a look at an older toy line and see what it's all about, because not everybody has a chance to look at the older toy line. I have 5 examples here of the shapeshifters. As you can see, Iron Man and Wolverine are currently unpackaged, but when I bought them, they were packaged completely packaged, never had been opened before. So I've got Iron Man, Rhino, Apocalypse, Spidey, and Wolverine. Now, sometimes they get the, I don't know what you would call this. They get the action figure mode. They call it the hero mode, but I'm going to refer to it as the action figure mode. You can see here, this is supposed to be Iron Man, but it just doesn't look right. It looks like, what's that movie called? My Giant Robot. It looks like that robot from that movie. So here's Iron Man, and here's a better example of a better job they did with Wolverine. Wolverine looks pretty normal, except for the fact that he has a missile launcher coming out of his arm, or pegged onto his arm, and he has a little, what looks to be a tail there. That's because he transforms into a mutant wolf. But you can see here they didn't do a great job of capturing Iron Man's proportions or look, whereas with Wolverine they did a better job. But let's take a closer look at some of the lineup they have on the back of the boxes, so you can kind of get an idea of what this line is all about. So starting here on the back of Rhino's packaging here, you can see they have Sabretooth transforming into a wolf. They have the Hulk transforming into some kind of monster. And then they have Spider-Sense Spider-Man that transforms into a bat. So you get the idea of sort of the wackiness of this whole line. Looking on the back of Wolverine's packaging, you get some more ideas here. You have Juggernaut, which transforms into a tank, which makes sense. That's pretty appropriate, I think. And then you have... what do they call? Oh, Morph. Yeah, sorry. Morph transforms into a mega missile, which really looks awful. That looks terrible, as you can see there. And moving back on, or looking back here at Apocalypse card back, you get a whole another range of figures here. We got the Spidey, which I have here. You have the Hulk, which we saw before, which actually they call it a Dino Beast. And you have the Spider-Man that transforms into a wrist blaster, whatever that means. And then here you have the Iron Man figure that I just showed you before. Transforms into an axe. Yeah. And then you have Shadow Wolverine transforms into a mutant wolf. Venom, which I would like to get, transforms into a 3-headed serpent. And you have Rhino here. And the Punisher. Now, I don't have Punisher, but it's worth looking up. Look it up on YouTube. It's a pretty, in a lot of ways, it's an inappropriate toy for kids, but it's funny for us adults to look at it. Go check that out on YouTube. You'll see why. And then finally, here is the Lizard, which transforms into a lizard alligator, which is again appropriate. So you kind of get an idea of the whole lineup here. And what it's all about. Basically, like I said before, a good way to think about it is, Transformers and action figures rolled up into one toy. So yeah, I just wanted to introduce you guys to this line, show you what it's all about, You know, it's kind of cool, like I said, to look at the older toy lines and see how they were, you know, see what they were all about, how they were made, and so forth. So, all right, and expect reviews of all of these. I don't know when I'll be getting to them. Probably later rather than sooner, but I've actually already shot the Wolverine video, but I wanted to post this video first, kind of as a introduction to the rest of the figures once I review them. Alright, well thanks for watching. This has been a look at the Marvel ShapeShifters line that was released back in the late 90s by ToyBiz.